But like, what was like one of your first like big things that you feel like got your foot in the door? Like, what was one of the first big moves?
Sheesh. I'll say the first big move was
So many, man.
yeah. I mean, honestly,
Sage the Gemini.
yeah, it's like, so I'll say the first big move. It's a couple.
Okay.
So the first one was really moving to LA.
Moving to LA.
I can't cap, man, because I was actually signed to Mace.
Okay.
I was like 19.
Okay.
And,
Murder Mace.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And shout out to DJ Hines.
Yeah.
He got me that, and yeah, and I was still living it. I was actually living in Stevens Point at the time, driving to Milwaukee, doing the whole like, you know, still being home thing. And I don't know, it was still the case where he was still flying me out.
Yeah.
Still the case where like every time I come home, everything is the same. So it's like I realized I had to change something, and I had to buy that one-way ticket. You know, there's a couple of things that happened leading up to that. You know what I mean? Where like I was planning on driving, my car broke down, all that type of shit, and it was just like, nah, fuck it, I'm leaving on December 10th. You know what I mean? Like bought my ticket, and then like even that like month before I left, it was like hella situations, hella things happened of like people wanted me to stay, people wanted me to move other places. You know what I mean? It was just like, nah, fuck it, I gotta go. I gotta do this for me.
Right.
So I say that was like my first thing, like first big move.
Yeah.
I say the next big move was like, as like my first big professional show was like Sage the Gemini.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then, like even working with him and like those guys. Shout out to Edwin, Carenza, and Sean Allen, Derek Cobbs. Like those are guys that lived in LA.
Yeah.
Or they still live in LA, and they actually looked out for me. Like the first day I moved out there.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like.
What they end up doing?
It was on some like regular shit, not even on some music shit. Like they helped me and my girl at the time get to our hotel. They told me about an audition that was happening that first week.
Wow.
Kind of just, you know, just looking out on some booking shit. You know what I mean? Just like helping set me up for stuff. And then like once I was settled, you know what I mean, had a car, got all my shit together. They called me for that gig, and then it was kind of the start. Got a still after that. Start working with Fifth Harmony, doing their like live show tapes and like arranging for their tour.
Cool.
And then they called me from JoJo.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm actually getting the Western name mixed up. So actually, it was Fifth Harmony, and then audition for 1500 and Nothin.
Okay. Okay.
So I say that was the like next big that really happened. That really, I say, like really changed everything.
Yeah. Cause 1500, that's like just a music production team, basically, right?
Yep. So 1500 production team, or 1500 and Nothin.
Yeah.
Is it's a production team, but they also like a band as well.
Okay.
They like grew up together and shit like that. A couple of the guys like went to like elementary school.
Yeah.
Some of the guys they
locked there.
Yeah. So and that's the crazy thing. I watched them on YouTube in high school growing up. Cause they were Snoop's band.
Yeah.
For a long time. They played for Nas. You know, like they played for Jay-Z before I was with them.
Yeah.
So so they was already like doing this shit, but at the same time they did Show Me What You Got. Like that's all of them playing. James did No Air. Brody did like all of Bruno's like early stuff. So like Young, Wild and Free, Grenade. I mean, all the way up to now, like 24 Karat, and even like the last one.
Wow, that's a dope one.
Yeah, I mean, I even like kind of like worked with Bruno a little bit too.
Yeah, okay.
But like so they've been doing their own shit. So like when the time came around, I did an audition, and like it was like 50, 60 people, and I was like the only one that like really made it. That like stuck around and shit, and yeah, man, that shit was cool. And then the first thing that happened from that was at Ski TV.
Ski TV, okay.
When they kind of brought it back around.
Yeah.
And then the next thing after that was the Grammys for Kendrick. Like literally just